First of all, had the international break. Is everyone back fit as you'd have hoped?
I am happy that all the international players of Southampton come back with a good health, with a good disponibility for his game against Arsene. This is it's important. The more important for us.
Is Ryan Bertrand fit to play? He's missed the first 3 games of the season.
During this international break, he can work very well with a good level, and I think it's now possible he can start this game. He make progress on the physical level. It's important to find Ryan with good qualities and with all his possibilities. Yeah.
It's the first time we've spoken to you since the transfer window closed. You made a late signing with Puel. What sort of state is he in? Is he fit? Is he a few weeks off fitness? When can we expect to see him play?
For me, for all the trainers, I think it's important now to know the end of the window mercato, because it's a period difficult for the staff, for the player, because how many players can disturb for different solicitations. Sorry. And it's important now to work with good concentration, and the squad now it's concentrate with a good work against Arsenal. It's important. Yeah, and Buffal, yeah, it's just Buffal. Yeah, little enjoy for the moment. He work very well every day, and now it's important he make a good work with a strong knee, and when he come back with us, he can make play with a good level and with all his possibilities.
When do you think we might see him play?
I don't know. I think 1 month more to have a good level, and he start to come on the training ground with different exercise. It's the beginning, but for the future, when he come back with a squad, all people can see Buffal and now another player.
You've brought a player in. You also managed to hold on to some players that perhaps people thought might be leaving, or bids had come in, the likes of Font, the likes of Rodriguez as well, and Martina. How important was it for you to make sure that no one else left before the window closed?
I think all the players are important. José, it's an important player. He's the captain of the team with with a good spirit. He's a professional player, an example, and it's important to keep him. And also all the players, Jay progress also. He scored his first goal in the last game. I must enjoy for him. It's the first goal since 2 years. I saw this on the training ground with more confidence, more possibilities. I think it's interesting for Southampton to keep Jay because we have the future. The next week, more and more games important every 3 days, and it's important to have a good squad to answer different games. I think also we had a problem with Jérémy Pied. It was important also to keep, for example, Cuco, Martina. Yeah, perhaps it's a little difficult for him because he have good possibilities for Everton, for example. But it is important at the last moment to think for the club, what is better for the club, and Cuco is an excellent professional, very good spirit, and he come back with a good attitude, a positive attitude, and the training ground he shows the good example.
We turn to this weekend, and you're going up against Arsene Wenger, who you know very well. How much are you looking forward to going up against him as a manager?
It's a particularity. Arsene Wenger was my trainer during 7 years at Monaco, and it's a pleasure to see him on the other bench. We don't have the possibilities. We didn't have the possibilities in the past to play against on the Champions League, for example. And it's the first time the two French manager, one a young manager in England, and the other is a strong manager, old manager, and an example for all.
Has he been an influence over you? But when you think back to the time when he was your coach at Monaco, do you think back to those days? Have you learnt from him?
No, he play a role, an important role, perhaps at the beginning of my career, because it was for me an example with his personality, his character, and his quality of manager. Before to sign Southampton, no, just I spoke with him with the possibilities to train in England, and he say me, of course, that it will be a very good challenge to train in England and in this great championship, the great championship in the world. And yeah, it was important to sign a Southampton and to have the possibilities to play against these managers. Yeah.
Have you been in touch at all in the build-up to this match? Have you spoken to him at all this week?
No. He know him. He know me. I know him also, but no, you don't speak together because you have what's the word? You have time to work with television or radio for the international period, but we can discuss sometimes before or after the game.
Okay, well, can I ask a more general one that we're putting to all managers? Really, it's a big weekend, obviously for you, but probably the biggest game in the Premier League this weekend is Manchester United and Manchester City. Is that a game you will take a professional interest in, and just as a football fan, is that something you'll be keeping an eye on?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Of course, people or press think with the personality, different personality of the trainer. I think it's interesting. This game of the different qualities of the team. It's a position of the still different play with possession with Manchester City, for example, and good counter-attack for Manchester United. It's a good opposition, and it's interesting for the trainer to see the quality. Yeah.
Thank you.
Claude, how important was Arsene Wenger in your move from being a player into a coaching role?
Oh, I don't know. All the trainers are important on the career of a player, but when a trainer train you 7 years, it's a long time, and I like his personality because he has a natural authority, good personality. He can keep also his calm between a game. 5 minutes behind a game, it's calm with a good answer. Give a good picture of the trainer, and this I think it's important. An example for all the manager.
You have your own personality and style, but particularly in the early days, was there anything that he did, either training methods or talks in the dressing room or anything that you particularly took on board and used yourself?
Est-ce qu'il y avait des éléments de son style d'entraînement que vous avez appliqué à votre
No, in particularity. I think, for example, I visit Arsene 6 years ago after my work at Lyon to see just and to discuss, to see a different training session. I think when I can see this training session, it was different. That's the first where we saw players. Arsene make progress, improve during all his career. For the same for all the trainers. At the beginning, the quality and les connaissances. Noblesse. The noblesse of Arsene was different than now, and it's another manager, a great manager with a very good work. It was interesting to see his progress.
In your team, is Fraser Forster's arm, wrist, is that okay? Is it healed? Can he play?
Yeah, I think it's okay for Fraser. It was not a good thing. He cannot stay with the selection, but it's a good thing for Alex McCarthy, for the second goalkeeper. That shows that we have 2 goalkeepers in Southampton, third with Harry Lewis, and this is important for all the games for the future. Yeah.
And just Jay Rodriguez, you mentioned, he scored in the last game. Did that change, and how did that change his season here? Was it you saw him scored and said, I don't want you going out on loan, or because he had the opportunity and scored that he said, I want to stay?
No, it's not just the goal. It changes the idea to keep him. No, I think I saw Jay progress, improve all the training session. He take confidence. He come back step by step with a good physical level, and I find a player with a good spirit, good attitude, positive. He work very well, and I think perhaps his last goal, it's perhaps the first step of a great comeback in the team. I hope this, but many things positive when I see him on the pitch.
Thank you.
Just one, what is the situation with Jeremy Pierre and his injury? Is it long term, or what's the situation with him?
Sorry.
Jeremy Pierre.
Jeremy Pied, yeah, it's a big injury. It's a bad moment for him, for the team also, because I think he will be important for the squad. But it's the life and the career of a player, and perhaps he came back in 6 months. Between 6 months and 9 months, I don't know. I hope he can come back after the end of the season to help us in the different games.
Just finally, the last one. Arsene Wenger, obviously, in the last couple of years, he's received some criticism. How highly do you think or do you rate him? How good is he, do you think?
Quelle est la qualité d'Arsene Wenger ici, ses qualités?
I saw his personality is very interesting with natural authority, a respect of their players. Yeah, I think it's an example for all the trainers with the good pitcher he can give all the games, and also with the quality of his team during many seasons. Every time qualifying for the Champions League is fantastic, and we can see the game of this team very well on the pitch with good passes, good action, offensive football. Yes, it's a good pitch, an example.